Okay, so I've got you on the European wind map, low-level wind map. Sunday, 10th of June, and I've got it set at 9 a.m., which is about an hour or so ago. And the reason I'm doing that is because I've just got a big cloud of peak, sort of above zero point 0.2 microsieverts per hour, peaking at 0.42. It did that twice. I captured one on the video. I'll post it up with it. And if you can see, the wind chart is showing winds coming up and to London from France and the UK indeed. You can see also a higher low pressure. We haven't got much wind here at the moment, so so basically these clouds are just moving slowly, and they're not being broken up. And I was just going to sort of mention yesterday, at 11:30 I got on my bike and I drove down the M3. That was heading into the weather front, and I immediately got a 0.63 microsievert spike, and that was in a cloud of 0.3 plus microsieverts per hour. The whole cloud was it's like a thin front, so I punched through it, and it was about 4 or 5 miles deep. I then got a drop on the Geiger counter to 0.1. What was it? 0.10. So it dropped quite a lot. And then that held for about a minute or so, and then bang, I went into another cloud that went up to just over 0.2, much like the Geiger that I'm putting up today. And I was getting I wasn't getting much peaks in that, but it was just a gentle rise I got, and then basically when I got to the M25, I had a drop again. And what I thought I'd do, I'd be clever. I went shooting up the M25 north very quickly, did a right, and then started heading into London. And then I tried to catch the clouds that I'd previously driven through, but quite further north. And I managed to do that. So within sort of 5 minutes or so, I'd caught up with the 0.2 microsievert cloud. I got into I got past that, and that was probably about 3 minutes deep. So it would have been about three miles, something like that, maybe a bit less. And then I got further up, and I picked up this 0.3 microsievert peak, and that was coming into London. So basically it built up. When I got into London, I got back up above 0.3, and then I got a 0.52 microsievert peak instead of the 0.63 microsievert peak. I think that's because it broke up as it hit London and all the buildings. So basically that's what happened, and I was quite pleased with myself, and I went home, and I would say about 4 hours later I had a major coughing fit. I coughed up a lot of phlegm. There was grey and slightly black bits in the phlegm initially, and I had the coughing fit for about half hour to 40 minutes, and I had to cancel work. I had to go to bed. I slept for about 10 hours. I had a small coughing fit in the night. I woke up this morning. Oh, and the other thing was my throat was really sore. It started getting really sore after when I got home, and after 3 or 4 hours, and then that's when I had the coughing fit. So after 3 or 4 hours, and I had this really sore throat. Anyway, I went to bed. I had to. And I woke up this morning. The throat is not, what it is just on either side of the windpipe. Had real bad pains there. They're gone, totally gone. The coughing fit, well, I didn't have a cough like a normal cold cough. It was just that massive coughing fit. I think it was just coughing up what I'd breathed in. And this morning I actually got quite early, and I wasn't feeling too bad at all. And then I started getting a headache. And then I put the Geiger on, and I got a 0.42 peak. And then I went outside. That was inside. I went outside and I did a Geiger read. So these clouds are still passing over us. I think today's clouds are giving me a headache, and that's a separate thing to the mad coffee thing I had yesterday. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to also show you what I mean about when I was punching through the clouds into the clouds and then turning around and doing it the other way. There's a map that shows how the fallout moves in long, thin lines like waves, like in the sea. So I'm going to put that up. I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to put the geiger up. So that you can have a look at just how manky this is. And I will say at the moment I'm getting a variation between 0.10 microsiever up to about 0.15, and that we seem to be in a slightly clearer patch. But obviously there are other patches coming and around as well. Okay. I'll get this other map up so you can see the kind of thing that I was driving through and what I drove back through, and just to show you how big these clouds can be, even though we only get a short dose of them. Okay guys, I'm just bringing you to Marian Steinbach blog. I'm going to leave a link to it, and she's I'm just going to let it roll there, and you can see the light colours wafting in from the south or from the west, from the east. Over Germany. This is Germany, and it's using the ODL monitoring system, which is over suppressed, but she's managed to enhance the readings, and you get to see the waves of contamination, the heavier contamination crossing. Obviously, lighter contamination isn't present, I believe, because obviously this is out of data range. But the bigger stuff, where you get little movement on the monitors in Germany, she's managed to map that, and you can see some of the bigger events as they cross Germany. And these are very much like the clouds that I went through. And if you notice that some of them are quite thin but very long. They go the whole north and south length of Germany and beyond, but they're maybe only maybe 100 miles deep or less. But I think the clouds I'm going through are maybe only 3 or 4 miles deep, sort of 8 kilometers or something, but they could be hundreds of kilometers long. So, but we get to see some of that here. Hi guys, I just wanted to bring you to the Ur-depth map. You can see the Russian Federation, they had that peak, they've been pulled, and Ireland too has pulled their data. That's probably because they're getting hit quite badly today. So a big switch off around Ireland, we get that. And or maybe they're falling out with English about the pollution, and the EDF about the pollution they're getting hit with. Okay, so I was going to just quickly do a maximum map refresh and just see what we got. Okay, according to this, nothing, just the usual spots, and I would say that it's well, you can't click on anything. I'm going to click on this just to show you. It's a massive button here in Germany, and the position on the map cannot. But once again, I will bring you to the spot back here, which if you click there somewhere, you have to play around with it sometimes, and you might get something come up. My computer's slowed down quite seriously after the Ur-depth server search, I think it was. Italy. And 1 month. That's nice. Well, there you go. I just thought I'd put that one in just to see what they're trying to cover up. So the cover up there is all the way up to probably about the 7th or 8th of June, just when America got hit, and they switched back on. And of course the whole of May was a bit manky down in Italy because of the earthquakes, obviously, and we got high emissions. Yeah, just switch offs. Okay.